In the summer of 1977, Ron Howard made his directorial debut with Grand Theft Auto, a merrily destructive fairy tale that brightened a lot of multiplexes.
Audiences liked Howard. An entire generation grew up with the guy, best known as Opie on The Andy Griffith Show, in the 1960s. By the early 70s Howard starred in Happy Days, which owed a huge debt to American Graffiti, 1973, the smash co-starring Howard and directed by a relative newcomer named George Lucas.
That summer of '77 also gave the world Star Wars, which spawned sequel after sequel after sequel, and then started spinning off standalone pictures.
And now, Howard has entered the Star Wars universe with Solo, a Star Wars story.
Mid-shoot, the Hollywood veteran replaced directors Chris Lord and Phil Miller, whose penchant for improvisation didn't go down well with the franchise overlords. The switch worked. Howard's style is malleable, suiting the needs of the movie at hand. It's a solid, well-carpentered origin story. New it's not. The goal was same but different.
Son-father screenwriters Jonathan Kasdan and Lawrence Kasdan answer a series of questions while poking around new corners of the Lucas universe. How did Han Solo meet Chewbacca? What was Han's life before he became a rogue for hire at the helm of the freighter known as the Millennium Falcon? We spend some time running with Han on the mean streets of Corellia, ruled by gangs in a time of the Galactic Civil War. How did Han and Lando Calrissian, a sprightly Donald Glover, gambler and scoundrel, come to know each other? We get that as well. The Kasdans, Lawrence worked on 3 previous Star Wars scripts, wheeled those narrative questions like arrows declaring, "This way to the next chase scene." The best of the chases arrives fairly early, and involves a speeding train, a mountainous pass, various blasters and Thandie Newton, as freedom fighter Val, working with Woody Harrelson, as Beckett, Han's mentor, a practical man to the core. There's a downside to any Star Wars movie so intent on not boring us that it risks numbing our senses with cliffhanger atop cliffhanger. But Howard gives this one enough breathing room to set us up for the next tentacled space beast, or the latest betrayal.
The previous standalone Star Wars movie, Rogue One, 2016, used the tropes and tensions of the combat picture genre. Solo tries on a different genre. When it's pausing between chases, it's a full-on gangster movie. Paul Bettany makes for a shrewd, ruthless kingpin, whose eyes glow red when provoked.
As Han's morally compromised love interest, Kira, Emilia Clarke earns her paycheck almost immediately when Han mentions a stolen spacecraft and, with a delighted purr, she asks, "Why? Are we going somewhere?" Howard seems particularly attuned to these humanizing details, even if he can't do anything about the general treatment of the movie's female characters.
As surely as the taillights on one of the gliders in the first big chase resemble the Ford Galaxy 500 from the rear, Howard's efficient, confident, slightly square direction does the job. It's his best film in a decade.